I'm wondering if, you know, 1 o'clock in the morning is too early to actually get up. You know, right now. Um, but I have some rough ideas I want to try to figure out or flesh out or whatever you call it on this wonderful, wonderful day. Okay. This day being, my 44th birthday. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got lost in kind of nothing, like just thinking about it. Okay, I'm going to involve religion, a religious symbol that the Jews have, and what it may have, what relevance or significance it has. And it's that star. I'm so sick, I don't know, just tired. And then there's relativity, which equals two sets, or no. Sorry, I'm tired. Maybe I shouldn't have got up this early. Relativity is that every opposite has its opposite. But I want to add upon that I hope you can hear me because my mic's way over there. Sorry, I got it. You got this shape, right? How is it significant? And you combine that with relativity, which is the idea that each opposite has its opposite. But I want to add another idea in that op. Wait, no. I can. It's not that I can't spell, but I also want to change this to view it differently. You I'm just tired. I'm sorry. Brain's a little foggy, but I'm trying to see what I'm saying, what I'm trying to figure out here. In order for these, okay, how do I say this? Don't try too hard, I guess. Let me clear my head out for a second. I'm sorry. Clear the cache. Okay. Relativity is the idea that everything has its opposite. But I want to add on that every which everything has its opposite relative. Sorry, my brain is still waking up or warming up. I won't say waking up because then I wouldn't be able to dream up these things. But everything has its opposite relative to zero. No. Zero or the mid point between them. I'll say between twin. I might say between, but I'm going to say between, just to kind of operate within a few more rule sets that don't try to change too much. Yeah, everything is the opposite relative to zero or the midpoint between. Opposites. That'll be good. I think you get it. What I'm looking at. So this here may have some significance in that we live in a three-dimensional universe or reality. I'll say universe. Where sorry, trying to take this in some direction. But okay, what being that in a three-dimensional universe you have equals, oh wait, no, let me write down here. That looks like asterisks that they use in programming to represent multiplication, doesn't it? That probably has significance, you know? But three-dimensional universe says has has 6 directions relative to 0. So let's take this symbol and see how it fits, or how it connects to everything else. All right, it's kind of weird, but that it does that. But okay. This no, that's not how you do it. Like this, and then let's see, blah. No. Okay, let me do this again. 1, 2, 3, and then how does that fit in? Oh, 1, and that would be, let's see, negative x. This would be positive x. This would be positive z, or zombie, if you know what I'm saying, which I don't know. And this is negative z. Sorry, I'm just slowing down. I'm getting tired. Y. Which way is positive y in this relationship? Okay, positive that. That's positive in this. One of these two have to be positive. Let's see. Well, given that this is negative, this is positive. This should probably be negative. That should be negative, positive. Okay. Let's do it that way. Negative y, positive y. And those come together like that, creating a very weird shape, but perhaps that's what the Star David is representing, is three-dimensional, through space or something. Universe, midpoint at which everything intersects. Can you get this? 0. Let me fix this corner up so nobody, makes any mistakes as to what I'm trying to say. Detrimental to the imperative that they understand, because I don't. What kind of shape would that make if you skewed it, though? You got negative y here. You got positive y here. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Let's see, positive y, negative y. Let's see how the points connect if you skew this a little bit and see how it fits three-dimensionally. Okay, and then let's take x, or that's y, negative y being over there, so positive, no, let's do it this way. We got do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Surprisingly enough, that song comes into my head. All sane and rational. By Green Day, you know. That's weird. That it would appear in my head that, you know, happened at that moment. Then we got, no, stop it. Okay. I guess it would be like that, you know. So, this point, this point, this point, this point. This would be positive zombie and negative walking corpse or whatever. However you pronounce Z or zero. I mean Z or whatever. Let's not go too far with that. And that's that. So positive. And then this would be Z to X down here, so this would be positive X and negative X. So how do they connect? Let's see, positive, positive, positive. That's weird. It's a positive triangle facing up. That means upright or positive. So connect the positives as a triangle. And this in a three-dimensional, and then you skew it from the 3 dimensions, you know, and you get that basically. But how does that fit in a three-dimensional space? Relative to three-dimensional space. Okay. With the center point in the middle. Okay. Well, being that this is, yeah. This is kind of what the shape I was getting previously, and that, you know, yep, that's what I was drawing earlier. It's just not how I came to the same thing. How's it attracted? The nearest opposites are attracted to each other. Perhaps, you know, these lines are also attracted to their opposites, which is this way. Positive, negative. Positive, that creates another dimension, doesn't it? See, that based on which line it will. Okay, let's combine, since we're matching up all the positives and negatives. I mean positives to positives. Now they're opposites. Now let's draw between the opposites of the outer with each other and how they intersect at 0 creates this dual pyramid shape, one opposing the other. essentially, you've got, let's try this. Let's see what happens. You've got, can I see where my pointer cursor is? X, which is then skewed as wait a second. Well, let's just go with it. Oh wait, no. Let's, relative to this, let's put it over here, right about here, and its opposite, which is division. Looks like the division sign, as opposed to this multiplication sign, which is a three-dimensional, in a three-dimensional space, where this is Z, and then green is Y. Why? And then relative to that, these 2 points, I guess. That is the 3 dimensions, which I cannot draw straightly, in a straight fashion. You little sucker, you can't aim right. Okay, but whatever. And then positive line. No. Okay, let's go with yellow. Make it a sun. Make a star. Okay. Where? Oh, there you are. Never mind. Okay. I'm talking like Jeff Goldblum all of a sudden. Okay. Negative X. Okay. And Y. Positive Y. I've skewed it in 2 dimensions, or 2 different ways this way, as opposed to just one. So you can better see, So I'm trying too hard. I did it on accident before. Oh wait, that's positive. Positive Z and negative Z. How you guys doing? And then we connect all the positives. Yeah, with a yellow. No. Bright yellow. The brightest yellow I can do right now. All the positives with the brightest yellow. Okay. But I'm having trouble, I'm having trouble. Brightest yellow are all the positives. Whereas the negative is some darker yellow. Let's do like negative. And let's say they're behind let's get a 3-dimensional view of the Star of David or something, if that's the right what it's called. I'm sorry, I don't, devil's in the details, right? Creates a very strange kind of shape. Wow. Depending how you skew it, it looks very different based on the 3 dimensions relative to, their opposites. Okay. And then, for the sake of wonder, we have orange. Okay, orange. which a bright orange, which is mostly positive, let's say, because you're connecting then those those points which are closest to each other, I guess, maybe. This is going to be mostly positive. Mostly positive. Because it's bright orange, represented by bright orange in such a way as it creates another triangle, which is shared with a positive, like a all completely positive triangle. And then down here, what do we got? We got 3 more points that are going to be hard to see, and they are mostly negative. So let's do the mostly positive points. Positive, negative, positive, which would, what? Am I seeing this right? Okay. Which is opposed by not its opposite, but it's equal. These two sides, opposing sides, are also not exactly opposing, but opposing. A mostly negative down here, mostly negative. Let's see, we got a positive, that's a mostly negative. Positive, positive, negative, which would be another mostly positive. Intersection, whatever. Which would oppose probably up here, which is mostly positive, which is already drawn. This way. Let's try to do this anyway. And this along these shared axes, which is also here. This is let me zoom in. It'll be fun. Trust me. Okay. These shared point are dimensions or axes or whatever. Points, 2 points. And this one. Okay. Alright, get them all. 1. Okay. Wait. Z, X, or positive, negative. That's this one. Positive, negative. That's mostly negative, you turd brain. Okay, I gotta go work backwards here. That's mostly negative. Okay. So I don't draw that line yet. But, okay, positive and positive points create a positive, mostly positive line relative to its negative point. Also, weird. Negative positive, which means, yeah. Wait, let's focus here. Focus. This is up here, so positive. No, don't overwrite the other axis or other shared point to line or whatever. Positive Oh, I forgot this is Y here. Okay, I'm burping. Excuse me. Coffee burps. Yuck. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3. This one's mostly negative. I don't know why this is actually Y. Okay. It's fun. This is all positive here. Okay. But that's very positive. This is positive. This is positive. Which means there's a triangle up here. This is mostly positive. This is mostly negative. So there's one back here. Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. Okay. Negative, positive. If I miss one, I'll try to come back to it. But whew. Okay. Let's connect the two negatives points, if there are any. Yeah. Okay. Nope, that will not do. Doesn't help. See, I don't know if I can pull this off. Or this is negative. No, that's not gonna work. But a darker orange, which is not as oppositely dark as this brighter one, which is opposite. Let's try to get them closer together, and that they aren't as relatively charged. No. Make it more orange or darker. Okay. Positive, negative. See if I can't get somewhere with this. Oh, if I had a line tool, man, I'd probably use it. Which I probably do. I just don't know where it is. I'm relatively new to Photoshop. Okay, that's that. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. Okay, this one down here, which should be one mostly negative. This requires a sketching technique that I use when I'm drawing sometimes for stupidity's sake and lack of line control. Okay. Where's the other mostly negative shape? That's all positive. How are they connected? Is this a mostly negative shape? Negative. Positive, yes, it is. Behind it, which is hard to see, which goes negative. Wait, no. So I am looking at, what am I looking at here? Oh, you little poop stick. What am I looking at? Okay. Let me separate out. Let's blow it out. Blow out the shapes. Okay, this one. Let's take all the shapes apart. Yellow. Nope, no, that's not the right one. This yellow one. Right here. To help visualize a little bit what's going on. And then is there another positive relative to this positive? Yes, there should be. Or maybe not. Do not remember. Okay, those are all the purely positives. That's the purely positive shape. And relative to that is this dark yellow, which is this shape that I'm about to draw, which isn't, I'll draw it smaller just because I need to fit things in and it'll make it look as if it were behind it better. Those are the opposing ones. Oh, poop you. What? It's a little overwhelming right now. Then we have, what? Mostly positive and mostly negative. Those are the only two in this orientation. These are the, yeah, in this shape, which is two pyramids. Two pyramids. These are the only two, like, unique shapes, sides to these, I think. But I gotta get orange. No, that's too brownish, but orange. And draw the mostly positives, which is this one that goes this way. Mostly positive. Then this opposite, which is down here. But they're relative equals, I guess you would call them, not opposites. And then this shape up here, which is that was a weird song from way back. I'm sorry that came to mind right now. I apologize for that. And its relative opposite, which is actually not its relative opposite, because down here, which is weird, you know, it's weird that it's like that. Three-dimensional space is hard to write down. You know, I'm trying to write it down on paper. Okay, all the dimensions of a dimension, of a dimension, of a dimension, of another dimension. And that would be this shape, which is down here. I have to really squeeze it in. Which is you know, relative to this one, but also relative to this one back here, which is, okay, we got 4 sides, so we have, I hope there's 4 mostly negatives to kind of pull it all together. There's 1, but I guess it's relative to this, so there's only perhaps that's mostly positive. Where's the mostly negatives? Let's see how many shapes we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm missing 2. Okay, and it's this side over here, which is like, I'll try to represent it a little skewed from what it is in this picture, just so we kind of get an idea that it's another side a little better. And then that behind that over here, you know, there is another one. It goes like this. Goes a little something like this. Sorry. I'm not sorry. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. That's a weird kind of... Let's take a light gray and then show how they kind of relate to each other. In this 3-dimensional space. Weird, relative, opposite. Okay. Okay. What the hell? Wait. Did I draw that wrong? Does this shape isn't here, is it? 1, 2. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With one of these things are not like the other. One of these things just isn't the same. Okay? You reading me? Yeah? I don't see this shape anywhere, so this one, one of these don't belong here. And it's not one I originally drew. I'll just overwrite it. Nope, it's not great. Oh, man. Does anybody know what's going on here? Okay, now we can relate them. This one's in front of the going to be to behind the sucker. And this one here just doesn't want to play nice. It's relative to its opposite. Boop. This one is relative to this opposite. Do. And what else? That ever-present one that is not present. What am I not saying, really, is what I'm saying. I think I'm saying. And then back here, which is, I'm going to put it behind because of the angle of the dangle, which I shouldn't say. Because this isn't even the right freaking color. No, that's going too far, man. You get me? That's I could say random things sometimes that make sense and I wasn't even trying. You ever do that? It's like it was meant to be. Like I'm boldly going where nobody can go anywhere ever. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Oh, this one kinda goes this way, which kinda goes to this point, which kinda goes that way. Weird. But my butt it's a little hard to see. I think there's other opposites, opposing opposites, because creating another shape. Okay. Okay. Now, which side is relative to the other based on what is higher polarity and more negative polarity, based on the axes, I guess. Because there are not just 2 pyramids, there are 6 pyramids, I think. Maybe or more. Maybe more. Maybe 8 pyramids. That's 1, 2. There are 2 pyramids per axis. Okay. But based on each line, let's see which based on each dimension or axis, which ones are there? How many differing and opposing? Or how do they differ? How do they relate? Okay, well this one is positive, negative, positive. It's going to be 5 points, so there is going to be a slight difference between the 2 sides. Okay, so let's go with red. Red, I like this warmer red and the purple or weird red side of the red. And then we got this one, which on the x-axis is boop, 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 shooby-doo. This pyramid is slightly more positive than the other on the x-axis, which is relatively different from 0. Then, what did I just do? Okay, back up. Do peanut butter. This side. Which I'm gonna have to do this to kind of get my point across. Then we gotta go to green, which is weird. Slightly, which creates, this is the positive end of the y-axis, so it creates a positive pyramid. You know what I'm not saying? Hope so, because maybe you'll tell me and I'll figure it out. And slightly darker, which is, you know, positive and negative pyramid that oppose each other. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I was making a kite, not a pyramid. I'm sorry. Mine must want to, subconsciously I want to go fly a kite, really. Apparently, according to the universe and my subconscious, and over time, and how that might be relevant to this whole thing, relatively. Whoop, and now we gotta do the blowing. It's like, let's get out of here, let's go fly a kite. Okay. Well, let's do the bottom pyramid then. Do 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 do. One of these things just isn't the same. 0. Relative to 0, which is just isn't the same. You know, like me, I'm not. I'm so gosh darn different that nobody talks to me. For the love of not talking to me. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things is a lot like Mr. Rogers. Different. Can you say thank you? I knew you could. See what I'm not saying? At least that's what I'm trying to see. Is what I'm not saying. Okay. Is that all the relative opposites of three-dimensional space? Let me zoom out a little bit. Maybe get a better bird's eye view of three-dimensional space from within it. Be objectively. Sigh. So what you're telling me, mister, is that not only is the universe or three-dimensional space made up of six like how do you say this? 3 sets of opposingly opposite pyramids, but also whatever this shape is, which is a 4-sided shape, 3-dimensional shape with 4 sides. There are 8 of those. So 6 and 8. 14 shapes to 3-dimensional shapes in 3-dimensional space relative to 0. 14 shapes, but some are within each other. You know, kinda. Each side to the pyramid, no, okay. And to each relative pyramid inside those are another set of these shapes, which in 3-dimensional space, you know, relative to 0 would look like this. A 4-sided pyramid, whatever it's called, you know. And then with each relative opposite, I mean, that's shapes within shapes, when really it's just a diamond shape. But within that diamond shape, there are, relative to its zero center point, and opposites, be connecting the opposites, you get you know different shapes. So weird. But you see, not only that, but today is my birthday, and I've been particularly negative about how the world is for some time now, and it hasn't changed about the world itself. I mean, sometimes I'm so I get so happy that I don't care that it doesn't last in the moment. But overall, you know, I'm ready. For I mean, it wouldn't bother me if the world ended. Which is, I'm not trying to be dramatic. I'm just trying to show how everything, because everything happens for a reason. In my experience, you know, they're all connected. Everything happens for a reason. There are no accidents, or accidents and coincidences are so consistent that they don't even seem to be coincidences anymore. That kind of thing. Like, there are no such things as coincidences or accidents. Accidents, like everything is happening at the same time or whatever. But today's my birthday, and I'm wondering if the universe has a plan to give me a great old present, because today we're having that meteor fly by here on Earth. Getting real close, I hear. But yeah, I'm wondering. I have three possible outcomes that would benefit me. Are let's see, two that are kind of equal, and then one that is kind of pointless. See, it's supposed to just fly by us, and be like, ooh, look at that, But what if its trajectory was to hit the planet? Then my problems would be over. Potentially, maybe the universe is trying to answer some seeded desire to stop suffering and and end this little trip I've been on, perhaps to go onto something better, or which would be, the positive. Something worse would make things worse, but I hope if that were the case in this weird scenario that I'm describing, that I would go on to some better dream, other than this one that I've been dreaming about. See, I view myself as one who has their own dreams and stuff, which is really just, but everything I see, everything I've ever seen, everything I've experienced may just be me dreaming, that if anybody's out there that can hear this, I haven't met you, maybe, but considering that we're kind of all connected, I mean, like from the point of the center of the universe, the further you look, I mean, you're seeing from the center of the universe, you're seeing the beginning and the end, right? From the point of view of the center of the universe, right? But from within a point between the beginning and the end, you can look through time, through the beginning and the end. You can look away from the beginning and you'll see the end. You look back at the beginning towards the past, and you may find out where this is all headed. I don't know, but you'll be seeing back in time if you look towards the center of the universe from any point other than the center and the outermost point, which is the end, because of the way the universe expands, Sorry, but from the point of the view of the center of the universe, no matter where you look at it's you're looking to the future, and from the edge of the universe, looking towards the center, at any point you're looking at the past, right? So the center is looking at the future, and the future is looking back at the past, and from any point within it, depending on how you orient yourself, you are either, you can look to the past, which is where we came from, or to the future, which is where we're headed, right? From any point within it, but from the center point, you are always looking to the future, and from the end, you are, of the edge of the universe, you're always, you're kind of, I don't know what's beyond that, but looking back at the center, you're always looking into the past from any point around at the edge of the center point, however the universe is shaped. But from the point of view of zero, you're surrounded by the past, or the future, or things that are in the future. Isn't that weird? It's like relative to where you are in the universe, you can see people in the future, and you can see people in the past, looking to the future, that kind of thing, depending on where these people are in the universe. This is as time radiates from the center of the universe outward, right? Is kind of what I'm saying. Time radiates from the center of the universe outward. And as time goes on, you move further away from the starting point. center of the universe. Because any point relative to the center of the universe, should there be one, any point relative to the center of the universe is like a 0 point relative to the 0 point, which is weird because you got 2 points, each consisting of 3 dimensions. This is, if relative to another 3 why am I doing that? Am I doing that right? No. Too many axes. This point. No, let's go this way. And this point. I think maybe this is the Star of David. Maybe that's what a star is, and there can be you can take that further, like this is a 6-dimensional star, or 3-dimensional star with 6 opposing opposites, 3 6s or 6 3s relative to its center, which is a star. Maybe this star, our sun, maybe. And I think there are like further dimensional stars that have more dimensions to them, like based on but I guess in a 3-dimensional space, I guess from a single point there are a lot of dimensions existing at once, basically, is what it is, I guess I'm saying, from the 0 point. And your position in the universe, I guess, is a 0 point relative to the center 0 point of the universe, creating like a star, or from that. But since as you move away from the center of the universe, you're going through time. Maybe that's why they say the universe is made up of this little this little tiny little bit of matter, and it's just the same instance of that matter over time, through time, that from the center of the universe, time is radiating outward, over time. Not strange? Moving outward. Time is moving outward from the center from any point you are looking through time. From any point sees through Okay, I think I've scribbled enough in this little thing. Made lots of scribbling. I don't know what's going on anymore. Uh, Perhaps I don't know. It's just weird. You know? All these things going on simultaneously, and really they're just, the same thing. It's over time. You know, kind of weird. Anyways, what now? Let's see. I'm gonna let you go. I don't know how long I've been recording, but I bet you aren't even paying it, aren't even watching, are you? Am I? I mean, are you? Bye bye. See you later. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Okay. Have a good one. All right. Thanks.